Hi there, Pisces, and anybody else tuning into your reading. Wow. I felt so guided to jump into a video here for you, like, immediately. Wow, Pisces. And I was, like, almost in a freaking deep sleep. And I was meditating, actually, and felt, again, very guided to jump into a reading for you. I wanted to do a bonus, specifically May 1st to the 15th of the month of, and this is 2021. So, Pisces, there is an undeniable point of recognition here in some way for you when it comes to what it is that, for a number of you, I'm hearing you're creating in your life, for a number of you, something that you're calling out. And there is a turning point here. Pisces, you cannot, I'm hearing, deny what you're seeing at this, I'm hearing at this stage in your life. I'm seeing that as well. Now, what I want to also really emphasize, when I was meditating on the energy field here, I was seeing that it's almost as if you've gotten out of like a huge crowd of people. I'm hearing that as well. I'm seeing you separating yourself from a certain space. It could be on an energy plane, right, of some kind. It could be in this on a spectrum of, you know, even how you feel about a certain group of people. Take it as you will, or even I'm hearing guidance. Interesting. Maybe it's in relation to a space in which you offer some sort of even assistance to a number of people. There is a shift happening to the dynamic here, is what I'm getting to this experience. And for a number of you, I'm seeing that this might be something absolutely karmic. This is something that has a history to it, a past to it. Wow. I see a fly like right there. He's going in circles like on the table, like since when? Okay, take it as you will, but no, okay, let's backtrack. And I'm seeing there's something related to family. I'm hearing that, Pisces, but it could be, you know, family history, again, something karmic, but let's backtrack. Now, Pisces, I'm seeing like you literally, I'm seeing even like you detach yourself from, I'm hearing some really, really, really big group of people. I'm hearing that like yet again, and it's weird because I'm up like, it's freaking, and I'm seeing a bird flying by right there, like, you know, birds, for me, they resemble at times messengers. So, and it's like nighttime, it's dark out. I'm seeing little twinkly lights here. There is something that you're recognizing, you're reliving, even I'm hearing that, you're realizing, okay? You're regenerating, you're reconnecting with, it's something that you're even reinvigorating. For a number of you, you're realizing what you want, and that is indispensable at this point. Now, Pisces, let's backtrack yet again, because the visions were very, very strong when I was meditating your energy. And I was getting that it's almost as if I see you kind of like getting out of a room. It's you've been kind of working in this space, I'm hearing that, but you've also been, it's something that it's almost like you've been in a seminar. That's the way I was seeing it when I was meditating your energy. It's like you've been there for years, I'm hearing that, Pisces. Okay, and it's something that I give you again. It could be a past life energy that you're awakening to, you're waking up from, you're realizing you no longer want, I'm hearing, to even associate with. It's something that I'm hearing, it's like, once you see what this is, there's no unseeing it, okay? But it is very, very, very powerful in the turn that you take in relation to it, okay, is what I want to emphasize here. It's not just what you want, I'm hearing, that shifts and changes. It's what you do in relation to what you want that is the turning point. So let's jump into the 1st of May. I'm going to pull a card. Your read of the day is 7 of Pentacles upright, 10 of Wands in reverse, 6 of Cups in your all. You don't know, Pisces, you're rolling ahead. Full-blown steam, baby. You're not making excuses for yourself nor others, and you don't pack luggage for others to join you on the journey where you lead to your destination of your potential with your higher self. 7 of Pentacles upright, 10 of Wands reverse, 6 of Cups in reverse, Daughter Cups upright. I'm hearing you're done with a cycle. Oh, Jesus. 7 of Cups in reverse. I'm hearing hallelujah. Mirroring the 6 of Cups in reverse, stay with you, the Daughter Cups. All right. For now, you were in a situation that was really binding you. Oh, yeah. Come on out now. Father wants in reverse. Yeah, well, no, we see it. We see the spider. We see the web. We see the story that it spun. We see how it sat in the corner of the room, but acted like it was in the middle. I'm hearing also suddenly in that moment in time, let's clear it now. There's some kind of really wicked, I'm hearing believable. I'm hearing best friend. I'm hearing nonsense going on here. Absolutely is not. Oh, Jesus Christ. Mother Cups in reverse. Pisces mirroring the Seven of Cups in reverse with the Father Wands in reverse in between the two. You have defied the law of gravity here in relation to this connection. Oh, and I'll say it like this. This is a lesson, more so, for the tail end of their... Cool. One second. Communication. Yep. To their, own life. I'm hearing moral, I'll say that as well. The Tower Magician right there, and it comes through right there in reverse. In the theme, let's say it like this, Pisces. For a number of you met someone who you had a certain, reality check with this person, but not in a way where you were like, oh shit, I guess I didn't realize. No, you were absolutely aware of what was happening here from A to Z. The question was what you had the time to. I'm hearing bring forward, and I'm hearing in amidst a large community. In other words, for everyone, I'm going to get to the cards that we pulled because they are really, this is startling. No, this is a startling, I'm hearing recollection, even for it's a past life energy that is coming up that you're realizing, you're recognizing. And I also want to get into the astrology of these 2 weeks to see what is at play here in terms of the astrology. But we are just moving out of this Aries peak, moving into the season of Taurus, and really filtering through that initiatory energy of the new year of spring, right, and Aries season. But I'm hearing something getting unlocked here, Pisces. Is a vault of your passion for me. I'm hearing of your sovereignty. I'm hearing for a number of you of what you've seen, what you see, and what you now say something about. But to yourself first. It's not to others. It's not an exclamatory moment where you meet yourself eye to eye. For a number of you, this is the release of even, we'll say, if anything, the need to validate your claim, according to the metrics of someone who you don't even know. But that at a certain point in time, maybe, this is somebody who maybe at a certain point in time, they wanted to convey a sensation of control. And this is a past life energy, no question. When we are in situations where we feel, oh my God, they have such a hold on me or whatever, or whatever that is. Or you're thinking, why is it that I feel so, or whatever it is. So whatever it is. Why do I feel like this person is special or important? Well, yeah, it could be for other reasons other than that which they also tell you. Yeah, sometimes, people don't, in other words, let me say it, somebody gives you a gift, right? It may not necessarily be that they want to actually give you the gift. It could be, they want to control you. Is it unconditional? Truly, take it as you will. This is a controlling life force. It's a draining life force that you realize you can do without. Pisces, you could do very well without, actually. I'll say that. With the Daughter Cups mirroring that Son of Cups leading you out. That's going to be on the 14th here of May. I'm hearing you're stopping a cycle. And this energy came through in your April as well. But now is the time where you say to yourself, I'm the one who said it. For this to end. Not like, oh, I'm waiting for him to say yes or no. Oh shit, the gift is still sitting there on the table? I guess he's not done. All right, well, what about me? Yeah, me. I'm hearing that Daughter Cups coming through in the middle, smack dab center of this week, first week of May. Let's clear. Some of you dealing with a guilt trip, or somebody wants to guilt trip you. Oh my God, but I'm hearing, but I have so much money as well. I'm hearing that with the Father Wands in reverse. You have what? Sorry, what? Who? Where did you go? You're ready now for what? Oh, we just said, I know, we just went to the truth right there. The cards will tell you. I'm hearing what you do not tell yourself. Okay, that's why we do these readings, right? Because it's a reflection of what you already know. Because your higher self. I'm not, again, I said this in a prior reading. I'm not like a fortune teller. I'm telling you what you know. Because we are all operating on the spectrum of the higher self and its connection to our story here in history and time and space, in the so-called time-space continuum. Devil here, you know what this is. you're just saying it now. Out loud, Pisces. Devil with the daughter cups. Like, look at this. 10 pentacles at the base of the devil. This is, oh God, no. It's like, I'm seeing you opening a vault, Pisces. You're like, but I knew it. I'm hearing that. That's the irony, Pisces. Yeah. But look, there's a reason for everything, right? As well. Even when we came down to it, did we really? Right? Or are we operating on some time-space continuum? I'm hearing that again with the Ten of Cups in reverse. Some timeline that tells us when to go. I'm hearing that with the Ten of Cups in reverse. In other words, this is divine timing and orchestration. And you know that as well. And I've been saying this in a few readings now, those who, they feel like they've been in some sort of treacherous situation. Yeah, let's audition. Death card upright, 8 of Swords in reverse. And you're like, what the fuck is all of this? Like, it got to a point. You're like, what am I doing on this, like, what is this place called? I don't resonate. Is it called Earth? Yeah, I don't know. Did we get on the wrong train? I'm hearing Ernie. I'm hearing Ernest. Ooh. The moon just came out over the death card. I'm seeing something like slithering away. The Son of Swords in reverse over the death card. This is something you are calling out. And you're watching it literally run. Let's clear it. Ace of Pentacles over the 8 of Pentacles, the Hierophant reverse. You knew, I'm hearing, how tough this would be as well. That's why you signed up for this contract. I'm hearing that as a soul contract here for a number of you. Let's clear it's a soul contract, yeah. But the thing is, like, listen, even as the actor, your goal is to be believable, right? That's part of it. But yeah, all right, at the same time, and some actors, right, it's tragic. They really, and what is tragic for tragic, right? Even that is the role that we assign to ourselves before we enter into this dimension, right? But there is, okay, sometimes this, this is really, really, really intensely believable experience, we'll say, and we're all just here, it's just a dream, right? That's, I'm hearing so clear on some spectrum or another. I'm hearing the daughter cups. Okay. But sometimes, even as the actor, it's like, holy shit, how do I get out of here? I mean, how do I get off here? It's just a stage, right? Oh, whew, Jesus. 10 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Pisces. This was their lesson. You said it before they knew what you even had to say was related to them. I'm hearing that. They maybe doubted or questioned or oh gosh, ho. Is that Santa Claus with some gifts now? He wants to come back. Hangman in reverse, Father. Cups upright, 10 of Swords upright, Wheel of Fortune upright. Who's this? 7 of Wands upright, Emperor upright, Devil upright. I don't know who you are anymore. I'm here. I don't resonate with that. And this could be a concept even that you held at a certain point. And it's something in the back of your mind. You're like, I'm here. Yeah, no. It's a concept in the back of your mind. I don't resonate with this. And you're detaching from the false sensation of empowerment in situations that do not empower. And that is the mask that falls. That is the illusion that you dispel. You have that 2 of Swords in reverse. You're in the 2 Wands in reverse, the 2 of Cups in reverse. You have everything you need, Pisces, to make it through this life. I'm hearing, as a soldier, I'm hearing that who stands, I'm hearing continuously for love. Who realizes that they are powerful enough to tell, I'm hearing whoever stands in that space with them, what it means to them. You're not letting someone else, another situation, I'm hearing that as well, maybe it's in relation to your own, define for you what you want of your own life. and what you want to experience in your own life, Pisces. And anyone else tuning in, we all have Pisces. There is a reality check here in that area of life for everyone, as I'm seeing it. Let's clear it, yeah. But specifically when it comes to physical experience as well, I'm hearing we have found our lifeline. And we're not going to dismiss it. I'm hearing at this point in time. So you're punching a ticket here, Pisces. Ace of Cups. Ace of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and you don't need to, I'm hearing this again, you don't feel like you need to prove anything to anybody in relation to this space. You said what you needed to say, I'm hearing, before you incarnate is what I'm saying. I'm hearing now, interesting, Father Swords right. You're like, yeah, no, maybe, in the past you're like, well, let me explain it to, maybe you're trying to give somebody a chance as well, but I'll say that, yeah, ultimatum coming, okay, ring, I've been trying to give you some sort of alert here, okay, we got one more train, it's on its way out, you want to head out or what? I'm hearing that. Land of Love, anyone, you ready? I'm hearing that. Anyone, you're ready. No, at this point though, no, Pisces, you're saying, no, I told him. But it wasn't in this lifetime. It was in the last several. I'm hearing decades. I'm hearing of experiences even that we had shared at a certain point in time. I don't have to bring him to his own realizations. I don't have to realize him for him in his life. I'm seeing like an actor looking at another actor on stage. I can't bring it. I can't bring it to his knees. I'm hearing as well for him. Can't bring him to his knees. I cannot bring him to the humble state of recognizing that we're ready for a new beginning as well. And some people, Pisces, they made their decision. And I mentioned this. Well, I was meditating on this concept about a month ago. Okay? I was seeing very clearly, there was a very distinct moment that I felt people decided. They've re-registered for their next classes here. Okay? They decided what's next for them. Not in like a, oh, he's my best friend, let's link arms way, but for myself. On a spiritual level, I'm talking here. With the Hangman reverse as well. It always takes you with the Fool upright. We made our decisions. We made our moves. We made our direction known and clear to our higher self. We aligned with that vibration. We aligned with that vision of ourselves and that version of our story that we want to tell out. We made that final Hangman in reverse. For a number of you, your story goes on. Maybe from a point where at a certain point it stopped as someone felt it. I'm hearing someone felt it. Again, this is something that, Pisces, you played a role here for someone else, is what I'm saying. It's not about really you. Because I'm seeing you knew what was going on here. If anything, you were involved in their contract, possibly with another. Take it as you will. It's interesting how the universe works. Why we come in at certain times. Sometimes it's, again, not about us. It's not about us. It is about what we interact with in the space of another. Okay? It's like you are a host here. You are a visitor. I'm hearing that. This is not your, and it could be in a general way, even on Earth to begin with. It's like, I don't feel like I'm not from here. I'm hearing that temperance, right? This is not my lifestyle. I'm hearing naturally. It's like you feel that this is a foreign land for you with the Son of Wands upright, Two of Wands upright. And on an energetic level is what I'm hearing. Okay? This is a space where you said, well, and you were questioning, I don't normally interact with people like this. I'm not normally interested in people like this, in situations like this, behaviors like this. I know in my heart that this is not what I have in mind for myself in my future. I'm hearing that as well. And given that, I had the wisdom to know that this is not where I would be. I'm hearing. Also, I'm hearing forever. Some of you escaped something here in Pisces. But it was the commotion in the mind around the simple truth of what you know to be true for you. You saw the light, Pisces. You saw it. You got it. You understood where it was that you were taking yourself, I'm hearing as well in this connection, and maybe that is the illusion that was dispelled, we'll say. But for a large number of you, Pisces, you want to let go of something Maybe also for the sake of this other person. I'm hearing that with the Father of Wands in reverse double upright. You're realizing you don't want this, and neither do I. Let's be honest here, right? Let's be honest. I'm not here to sit on your lap like that. I'm hearing that. With your feet in between my hand. We don't want this. I'm hearing that with the Mother of Cups in reverse, Father of Wands in reverse. Where we don't want, no. I'm hearing that. World on top of the Father of Wands in reverse. We're letting it go. But so that it can be reborn, there is something calling here, Pisces, with the start, right? And it is just when we start to see it, Ace of Cups, as the new beginning, that we feel it to be, that we feel for it to be. Now it's just a matter of, are we going to fight ourselves on what we know? Physically, I'm hearing that. In other words, Pisces, I see that you got a soul urge here. Okay? It's like you're moving with some kind of momentum that's very powerful in a certain direction, is what I'm seeing. Okay? It's like a wave. Okay? It's building. And they, waves build under the surface of the water, right? Before they build out. It's all relative, right? As well. Depending on, as well, the elevation at the bottom of the ocean, I would suppose. Because you could have, one force of, let's say, movement, right, of water, as long as there is a parallelism here, right, you will just have that sort of, okay. But if the elevation does change, you have that same constant, right, the move of this, same constant of movement of water, what will happen, right? It will culminate into the wave. So for a number, there is something here that is building. And it can be this sensation of, vision where you say, I have that vision. I see it. I know it. Let's clear it and ground. Yeah. In the third eye, in the heart chakra, in the throat chakra, all the way down. Some of you are recalibrating, rebalancing the way that you hold connection to other people. There are people here in the environment who are draining, who were in love with hell. I just got to say that, and I got to say it like that, because until we say it like that, I'm hearing Salem, Witch Charles, they are on another world timeline. I'm hearing that as well. They're not on your timeline, Pisces, is what I'm hearing. And you knew that. I'm hearing that again. 9 of Cups in reverse. You don't have anything to do with worlds that move you farther from that which you've known. You're not here to manipulate. I'm hearing that. You're not here to stand in between what somebody loves and themselves, okay? And their life. If you knew that something was truly something that somebody truly in their heart space, knowingness, what they wanted, you wouldn't defy that. You have unconditional love. I'm hearing that, Pisces. For someone as well. And maybe that's that point. We say, because of that, I have to let you go. Father Wands in reverse. Maybe it is a point of distinction in relation to what it is that you see yourself creating, potentially realizing what a shame it would be if I remained acknowledging that vibration. Even. And it's something you want to just release from. This is something you want to detoxify from in the physical body as well. This came through in the Virgo reading. The Virgo reading for May, I think it was. It's clear and ground, yeah, yet again in the crown chakra. Some of you were interacting with somebody and they definitely were in your aura. I'm hearing that they were dancing, okay? But now you are recognizing, okay, the sequence of their steps in relation to where it is that the concert goes all together. I am hearing that as well. 2 Wands, the 4 of Pentacles. I'm hearing let's clear it. No, Pisces, you're done with this. You're not going to be entertaining. I'm hearing sick-minded shit. I'm hearing that as well. Judgment upright. No, but for the sake of everyone's good, that's the point here. Is not to be, no. This is and don't let anybody gaslight you into thinking that you making the decisions that are right for you are not right for all. You are saying it now very clearly. You said what you needed to say. I'm hearing that as well. You don't need to rewind the tape for your own sake, at least. If somebody else wants to move on, I'm hearing that as well, so be it. If it is in alignment with you and your core values, they will move alongside you and with you. They will empower the direction that you do move in. Five of Pentacles upright. Don't let that disillusion you. Father Cups, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Someone's going to feel real sorry. They will. They'll want to come running back. Of course, who wouldn't? I'm hearing somebody who feels like they could have had also a really amazing situation with you and then they let it go. Who wouldn't want to run back? Wouldn't that be your natural inclination? If you're truly hungry and someone, okay, is offering you something and you're kind of, I'm hearing the ego, okay, perceives that hunger as, okay, in other words, somebody tricked themselves, okay, they tricked themselves, they gave up, let's say like this in a simple way, they gave up love, okay, I'm hearing for lust, for the lust of money. This is very sad, but low lovers, Two of Pentacles, low, very low, very frequency, Two of Pentacles in the Leah. Oh yeah, they gave up like true love, okay? Not because they thought it was whatever, but because they, you know what I'm saying, they gave it up. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Do we know what? Because we don't resonate with that. Let's clear it. It's like, let's clear it. No. It's like maybe they even try to make it acceptable. Like, you understand what I'm saying? It's like, no, I don't understand what you're saying. And I just don't resonate with it, so I'm leaving. Goodbye. Okay. Yeah. I don't resonate with it. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going. I'm hearing. No. The heart, though, yearns for fruit. I'm hearing that. Interesting. For fruit. Other ones in reverse. For fruit. For fruit that is ripe. I'm hearing that. Wow. Oh my God. The metaphors are very interesting at Pisces. Meditate on it. I'm going to be watching this a few times over. Father Wands in reverse. Yeah, no. Fool in reverse. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Pentacles upright. For a number of you, this is so simple as a flirt. I'm hearing that you maybe flirted with this person. I don't know. You flirted with this person. Maybe you didn't actually do it, or you didn't see them, or I don't know what that's alluding to. You didn't actually, I don't know. The Father Wands reverse. It was something very brief, maybe, or it wasn't you. It was maybe somebody in your environment. Now, you released it. I'm hearing that. You cleared it out. Now, with the Father Cups upright, you move in a new direction. I'm hearing that with the Father Pentacles looking over the shoulder of that Father Cups as well. Some of you have somebody here who is protecting you, who is in alignment with your higher core values, who does want to see you succeed, who does empower your vision. I'm hearing on a spectrum. I'm hearing I'm hearing all encompassing. I'm hearing hope. I'm hearing hopefulness with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. In other words, this person is there to see you thrive in every way. They're not just, let's say, your money manager. I hear that they want to make you money. They are someone who wants you, in love with you. I hope that makes it clear. I'm hearing that with the Father of Pentacles. And, that is a very sobering energy. I'm seeing that for you. A very sobering interaction, sobering and visual, sobering remembrance. I'm hearing that. It could be a spirit guide, absolutely. But for a number of you, the Father Cups upright, leading you out. Let's clear it. Yeah, and they do feel bad, Pisces. They will feel real bad because they see that, you have, I'm hearing you have the fruit. I don't know what the devil, well, let's say it like this. I'm seeing you walked up to somebody. You're like, hey, do you want fruit? I'm seeing you talking to somebody on a street. It's real hot out. You're like, I have some juicy fruit. You want some fruit? And they looked at you like, they denied it, whatever it was. They denied it. Even though they were obviously, who wouldn't be thirsty and want some really juicy fruit in the middle of summer? It's a generalization, right? But in a general way, take it as you will. In a general way, and that's a rhetorical question. We don't need answers here, but with the Father Wands in reverse, there is somebody who is operating primarily though on the spectrum of, this is somebody who may not be honest with themselves, even when it comes to those base needs. They may starve themselves. I'm hearing that, hopefully not. But this is a frequency, okay, where you don't listen to your actual needs. And for a number of you, when you stepped away, you're like, well, I'm not going to stay here. I'm not staying here for that. And they realized, okay, that there's no more fruit. There's no more fruit and there's no more feeling, I'm hearing as well, in relation to it. Like, in other words, what you once offered is no longer there, and it's not real. I'm hearing that as well. Wow, what is that? I'm hearing sane. Saint, I'm hearing as well with the Father Wands in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse. Fool in reverse. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, maybe somebody, they had some realization. I'm hearing red tie, I'm hearing as well. Yeah, no, somebody, they realized the truth of the matter is what I'm hearing as well. They realized their own connection to certain, I'm hearing healers. I don't know what that's alluding to, but it's like they had the reality check right is what I'm hearing. I'm seeing 3131 on the clock right there. That's reducing to 4-4, reducing to 8. So you're dealing with very strong Pluto frequencies, okay? Working through those Pluto frequencies and managing them in this dimension. Some of you have been working through a very strong series of events that have strengthened and helped you see your own Pluto energy more powerfully for you. And likewise, yet again, you know, what is Pluto? It stands in relation to others in terms of the truth of that space, right? Pluto likes to dispel illusion. That's what it works towards. It's the investigation energy, right? It's all about hacking things up that are, okay, hidden, bringing them to light in the higher dimensions and planes of channeling that energy for the highest of good, for all, not for pure personal gain. Given the emphasis on the Aquarius, you know, energies that we're working with as well, especially with this new age of Aquarius that we're in, we're really talking about for the higher good of all in the orchestration of society, the story of society, and how it changes and transforms. So you're playing some really big role here, Pisces. For a large number of you, those of you especially who do have quite a bit of Pluto in your chart, you've been really helping others recognize their own role as well in this connection. I'm hearing that is so soldered. I'm hearing where the I'm hearing so there is something that is actually being created with the Six of Cups, or even healed, and it's a matter of repairing, I'm hearing, and rebuilding that connection. Thank you, love and light to you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you soon. Bye, Pisces. Link for the extend in the bio box.